everyone. Oh my gosh. Welcome to maylovelight. It's so good to see you and it's so good to be back. It's been a while, I must say, and I'm going to share with you some of the things I've been up to these past few months. But let's start off with just taking 3 deep breaths together. Really appreciate it. So let's exhale all the air out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Another deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. All right. Cool. So, what have I been up to? I've been busy. So, I think the last video I made was in April. And so in May, I had the intentions of creating videos every month. I think that's what I said in my last video, is that I'm gonna do a video once a month. I need to stop doing that because I beat myself up because I wasn't making videos, and that's not very mindful of me. So I'm just gonna I'll make videos whenever I can. The best thing to do is to subscribe to this channel, and then you can hit the little bell icon and it will notify you whenever I post a video, and then you'll know, instead of me making promises that I don't keep. Wah, wah, wah. I know, I'm human. So, in May, what was I doing in May? In May, I went to LA, and then from the LA, I went to the UK. It was a straight flight, like 10-hour flight. I went to the UK to attend a wedding. The wedding was amazing. I spent most of my time in the UK sleeping. I know, right? What? So I did have a moment. I stayed out there was a small fisherman town, like that's where the wedding was going to take place. So I stayed in that town, and I did manage to go for walks in between sleeping. And there was a castle there, and they had a beautiful garden, and within the garden there was a fountain. And that's the clip at the very beginning of the video. It's from that moment, the time where I wasn't sleeping. The sleeping was a big payoff because the day of the wedding, I was out on the dance floor from when the DJ started until the very last song the DJ played. So that was great. That was the purpose of the sleeping. At least that's what I tell myself. So in June, I made a big change. In June and July, I decided to sell the townhouse that I was living in for 8 years. It's a big step. It was a big step. In my 20s, I bought that townhouse and I lived there for 8 years and just felt like it was time for me. I wanted to change. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to downsize. And selling a home is so stressful. It would have been great to have someone to do it, to have someone to do it along with me, but everything was all on me. I couldn't ask anyone questions except for my realtor, and she was great, but it's just a lot of stress on a person. And I didn't realize how much that was going to impact me. So that was June. July, the townhouse sold, and in August I moved out. And then when I moved into my new place, 2 days after I moved in, I had to go back out to LA. And I have to go out to LA 4 times this year. So August was the 3rd time I went to LA. May was the 2nd. And I'm in a program at UCLA. They have a training and mindfulness facilitation program at UCLA. And I have to go out there for 4 times this year. So next time I'll go out there is November. But that's why I'm going out to LA. That's why I'm going out to LA. So where am I in my timeline? August, did that. August, I had to unpack. September, I took time off from work, which was so great. It was needed. I wanted to take the whole month of September off, but then I felt guilty about it. And so I was like, oh, if I do like 2.5 weeks, maybe that won't be so bad. But in September, we had Hurricane Dorian that came in, and we ended up having a full week where we couldn't go to work. And during that time, I'm very thankful that we didn't have anyone who was hurt during that hurricane. Many of us lost power. People lost power from a few hours to a few days. I felt like it took us about 2 weeks to really get everything back up and running, like as a city, or the cities that were impacted. A lot of the grocery stores lost a lot of produce, and so we had to kind of like wait for them to get the shipments back and everything to get restocked and stuff. So that was a really interesting, very interesting test of patience. So that was September. And I will say, during the time, these months, the summer and into the fall, my mindfulness practice was not where I wanted it to be. So normally what I would do in the morning is I have a dedicated practice where I will sit and meditate in the morning. I have a journal. I would write in my journal. I have these positive words of affirmations that I would say every day. And when I was in the townhouse, I had a whole room. I had a meditation room where I had all my things in there. And once I started showing the townhouse, the people walking in that space, I couldn't meditate in it anymore. Every time I sat down to like meditate, I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this. Nope, can't do it. And I would just get up and leave. And that happened. I just couldn't. Every time I tried, I couldn't sit. And so the stress of selling the townhouse, the stress of finding a place to live, the stress of packing, the stress of moving, it was just all these things stacked up on top of the other. And I didn't have my practice. So what I did was I did mindfulness practices in the moment, where you can like just appreciating little moments of things, just having that moment of reflection when things happen, being grateful. There was a whole lot of gratitude that was just pouring out of me during that time, even though I was really overwhelmed. I don't want to underplay it. Like, I was really stressed, really overwhelmed, and just really being thankful for the people I was interacting with, so thankful for my friends. When it came time for me to start packing stuff, I could not do it. Every time I was like, all right, we're gonna pack something, I would go and look at it, and I was just like, I can't do this. And I would just walk away from it. And I kept telling people, like, I just want to like open a window and sing out to my little woodland friends, come help me. Magically, people would come and help, and like woodland creatures or whatever. That didn't happen. But I did have something magical that like I had friends that came and helped me pack. And it was so great. That was the magic that I was asking for. So just like thankful for that. And I will say that during my time off from work, I went to Antigua, hung out with my sisters. We had a sister trip. It was great. I had the last week of September, I went to Jamaica. I hung out with family. It was so great to see them. I think it's like 6 years, 5 or 6 years the last time I went to Jamaica. And during that time, I was able to restart my dedicated morning practice, and I just noticed a huge shift. And since then, since I've been back and going back to work and everything, I've continued with my morning practice. And this really showed me how important it is to have that practice. It's just, I've noticed more clarity, more focus. I feel more centered. It just really means a lot to me. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching mindfulness, because I notice the difference it makes in me. And I want to share the things that I've learned with people like you and anyone else who's curious or open to it. So please share, and yeah. So I love yogi tea because mainly their tea is delicious, but they have these tea tags with inspirational little quotes and things. This one says, "Live righteously and love everyone. You will build up around you an aura of love and light." Well said. Okay. Whew. So I'm just really excited, and I hope to post more videos sooner rather than later. Please reach out if you have any questions or if you have things that you would like for me to talk about. You can contact me on Instagram. It's maylovelight, all one word. You can contact me here on YouTube. And I'm really excited. I can't believe the year's almost over. 2020 is coming and I'm excited. This year has been amazing. I feel like this year has been moving so fast. I haven't really processed a lot of the things that happened. Me speaking, I spoke at conferences. Like what? Like not assisting someone, but me by myself speaking in front of people at a conference. Like that happened this year. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Looking forward to making more videos. I'm not gonna say any kind of once a month or anything like that because I don't want to beat myself up anymore. I'm done with beating myself up, okay? I will post videos when I can and you will get notified when you select that bell. So I'm just thankful that you're here coming along this journey with me. And I'll see you all next time. You all have a great day and take care. I forgot to talk about my new space here. Okay, so another big thing that happened was downsizing, significant downsides. I went from 1,800 square feet, that was a townhouse, to 720 one-bedroom apartments square footage, and I'm not doing any storage. So there's a lot of releasing and letting go of stuff. It was very therapeutic, but at the time you're just like, ah! So this area right here is my little meditation nook. It's just a little corner in my bedroom. And I felt like this would be very fitting for me to make a video. So we'll see. Maybe I'll shoot a video from the beach. We'll just kind of see, play it by ear, what happens. To be continued. I'll see you all next time. Yeah.